Welcome back to day 2 of TRIZ for Innovators. So yesterday, we figured out how to identify a real contradiction inside a problem. Today, we're going to take a critical and, honestly, a kind of counterintuitive step towards actually solving it. We're going to focus on clearing the path for a truly inventive solution by facing the single biggest barrier to breakthrough thinking head-on. Okay, let's dive right in. Here's our game plan for today. We'll kick things off with a quick choice you need to make about your project. Then we'll get into the real meat of it, the danger of our first ideas. From there, we'll unmask the cognitive bias that's holding us back, walk you through a very specific exercise to break it, and then we'll see the powerful new starting point we've created for ourselves. All right, first things first. Before we get into the heavy stuff, let's just quickly clarify the 2 ways you can approach the exercises in this course, including the one we're going to do in just a little bit. So you've got a choice. You can go with path A, which means you'll apply these TRIZ principles directly to a real challenge you're wrestling with at work right now. Or you can choose path B and just follow along using the Hoover Dam case study we've provided. Honestly, both paths are fantastic ways to learn the method, so pick whichever one feels right for you. Okay, let's get to our core mission for today. And I'm just going to warn you, this is probably going to feel a little bit weird. Today, we are not here to generate a bunch of brilliant ideas. Actually, we're here to do the exact opposite. This one idea right here is absolutely crucial if you want to unlock genuinely new solutions. It's not about being afraid of bad thinking or making mistakes. No, the real trap, the real danger to innovation is getting attached to the very first thoughts that pop into your head. So let me be perfectly clear. We're not doing this because your first ideas are necessarily bad. They might even be pretty good, but they are almost certainly predictable. They're the product of what you already know, and our goal here is to move beyond the predictable. And to do that, we have to intentionally, deliberately get rid of those first thoughts to make some room for something completely new. So why are we doing this? Why this strange ritual of killing our first ideas? Well, we're doing it to consciously fight back against a really powerful cognitive bias. It's something that affects all of us, even the most intelligent, most experienced people you know. And this is it. Psychological inertia. It's this powerful and usually invisible pull toward what we already know, the familiar patterns, the solutions that worked last time. You know, it's our brain trying to be efficient, which is great for day-to-day stuff. But when we're trying to innovate, it's like a cage. It fools us into thinking we're being creative, when really we're just running in the same old groove. And this is how it gets you. It's sneaky. See, your very first idea acts like an anchor. And once it's dropped, it doesn't just suggest a solution, it actually starts to change the problem itself. It reshapes the problem to fit the idea. So you stop solving the original challenge and you start just trying to make that first idea work. This is exactly why a ton of experience can sometimes be a trap. The more you know, the heavier that anchor can be. So, here's the bottom line. This is the crucial point. We absolutely cannot work on solving that core contradiction we found on day 1 until we have consciously and deliberately broken free from this anchor. Real invention requires discipline first. We have to clear out these easy, predictable ideas so we can finally see the problem with fresh eyes. Okay, so let's get practical. Let's move to the tool we're going to use to actually do this. This is not just a thought experiment. It's a disciplined exercise. So I want you to go ahead and grab a piece of paper or open a new document because you're going to follow these steps exactly. Right, here are the 5 steps. 1, get that contradiction you're working on. 2, quickly, don't overthink this. Just jot down the first 3 solution ideas that come to mind. 3, and this part is absolutely non-negotiable. You have to physically cross them out. I mean it, draw a big line right through them. We're not saving them for later, they're gone. 4, rewrite your problem statement, but this time, strip out any and all solution language. No talk of tools or tactics or departments, just the pure problem. And finally, step 5, I want you to complete this sentence. Before today, I was assuming the solution involved. This is how you drag your hidden assumptions out into the open. Trust me, the discipline of this process is what creates the mental space we need for a real breakthrough.
Now, when you finish that purge exercise, it might feel like you just threw a bunch of stuff away, but you didn't. What you actually did was build a brand new, powerful foundation for your work. You've created a clean slate where real invention can actually happen.
And here's the immediate payoff for that bit of discipline. By killing those first ideas, you've dragged your hidden assumptions out into the light and basically neutralized them. You now have a problem statement that is purely about the problem. It's not a solution in disguise. You've literally felt that anchoring bias, and now you've broken free from it. And because of all that, your core contradiction is so much clearer and ready for what's coming on day 3.
Let's look at a really concrete example of what this looks like. Before today, your problem might have been written as, we need to implement a new CRM. But do you see what's happening there? That's not a problem, is it? It's a solution. It's already assuming the tool. After you do the purge, you get a statement like the one on the right. Information flow is slow and inconsistent. Now that is a pure problem, and it opens up a whole universe of possibilities. Things like procedural changes, new ways to communicate, different team structures, all things that the CRM-focused statement had totally shut down.
So you have just completed a critical step. You've cleared the lens. You've wiped away all those distortions from psychological inertia. Now you have a clean, powerful problem statement. And that sets us up perfectly for our work tomorrow, where we're going to use this newfound clarity to define the ideal final result, a core TRIZ concept that will point us directly to a true breakthrough solution. Excellent work.